Folks, I said until the Lions have the radio and the nation's thought-provoking hour. I am Nana Ansakwa. Another beautiful opportunity to meet, bring patriots together, brings great thinkers together. Joy 99.7 FM, and our topic today, political intervention. Well, folks, this is quite a sensitive subject, so I will have to tread cautiously so I don't sound uncaring when people are really low. Folks, the carnage on our road is the news when multiple souls perish. I'm yet to see or hear of any program, any shake, any revolution to make our roads safe. Folks, as a people, we have also become very immune or numb to these stories. So we share them on WhatsApp, then if you're lucky, you get a response, it's normal. Head down, whatever it is, and then you just say, it's normal. Sad. People dead needlessly. And it's the sad truth because it's the normal occurrence with lots of media attention kind of incident. Then we show our truth be merely for politics rather than the empathy. We will call the next politician. The people, if it's not a natural disaster or a terrorist attack, it's man-made. Then the president comes in to tighten, if there's a big major flood, there's a wind, there's an earthquake. Obviously, the role the president comes in to play is to tighten the rules to make sure it doesn't happen again. But he's involved in an accident, which in all fairness, they shouldn't get an accident. The way that they should not get an accident. Over these buses, or the company has. We don't think of fining the company, revoke. What's the condition of the bus at the time of the accident? The state of the driver, or is it prevalent with this company? This information, folks, we do not mend of Mr. So and so, whoever the president is of the day, the government of Mr. So and so, because for those who died, we are taking it. And I'm asking, why? Were there such unforeseen incidents? How can this also be the taxpayers? Why are we being to us? You will pay for it. See, that's why I'm saying that these interventions seem to me more like, for political vote gain rather than empathy. It's a bit higher. Yes, people are hurt from going into the same situation again. No. A bit more political. It won't happen again. It should not happen again. Folks, on Thursday, an accident and explode like that of a war movie. The scenes are like, something out of a war movie. Proper disaster. We did not declare that today is a national day of mourning for such an incident that happened. Work, nothing. But rather the vice president was on site promising to rebuild the town. Why was it yours? What's the total damage of the cost? These final, I haven't heard, any proper comprehension. Meanwhile, there's a bill for us to pay. We have to go and build all those houses, bank, and we are paying for other people's damage. But business as usual. Why aren't people paying for their damage? And our leaders will join them to mourn. I'm telling you, one person, 2,000 a year. Conveyor belt, 2,000 a year. Sometimes, no national day of mourning, no flags flying at half-mast, no. Then again, folks, I'm here complaining about national. Every week there'll be a national day of mourning. Today would have been kills people, national day of mourning. Every week, probably every week will be a week of mourning. But then it tells you that then there's something, but we are just jumping and paying people's bills and people's funeral bills. Then it's just a political intervention and not the empathy. no one is able to put their foot down to say, we are going to make our roads safe. We are going to be completely overwhelmed. The number of markets that movie about the markets that get burnt in Ghana, everybody would think, oh, this is a comedy. We will rebuild the market and we will give you money to start trading again. It's not the minister's fault. And will come and rebuild it with no tight laws to prevent reoccurrence. Folks, it's 0302216541. Hey, so who's my first caller?
And this is your boy Ajima Joseph from tonight.
Ajima, let me hear you.
When you say political interference, can you explain it a bit to me?
No, I didn't say interference, intervention.
The road accident is a very huge problem.
Traveling to Edumasa, I get to Atimpoku, the driver smashes the car, some get hurt. To make sure the accident shouldn't happen again. But as the cost, it should be billed to Ansakwa company.
But if you don't hire a qualified and competent driver, and you'll be indebtedness because of the or a driver who makes silly mistakes, we have a lot to do. Well, they can provide drivers. And some of the passengers, we sit in the vehicles not thinking about our lives. Because
216-541. Isaac is on the phone. Hello, Isaac.
Yes, good morning, Nana.
Good morning.
My wife lives at faraway Stampa, Ivory Coast border. And sometimes the buses I travel in, I've seen that bus servicing costs.
No, my brother, you don't get me sued. How do I know that they don't service it? Yes,
I won't go there. But a whole and then you are traveling, you find problem on the way. And now, long journeys like from here to Sampa, after from here to Kumasi, to get 2 drivers. Once you drive, when you get somewhere, and then 3, there is no standardization in the country. What do you call it? Cargo cars, and they come and turn it into a passenger car. They pack the seat in a way that when you sit in it, your leg is hitting the other seat, and it's all metal. So when you have another, the Standard Authority and then the MTTD.
Hello, Boat.
Hi, Nana. Good evening.
Good evening, Boat. Political intervention.
Yeah. Nana, I think that our politicians are taking us for granted. You understand? Because these haulage trucks are transporting bauxite. Ask myself, so can't we construct just a rail? Do it. They know what to do, but they just won't do it. These transport companies you are talking about and what have you, taking advantage of their undue should I say, citizens, we wake up one day to tell them that we are not happy.
Time there's a disaster and it's man-made. It's a company to pay. So bus, crashes, 60 people get burnt. I'm terrible. And then the state can hear, that deterrent that the company should pay for all the funerals and the compensation. Their licenses have to be reviewed rather than the minister just coming to say, oh yeah, that's it. I'm going to pay for it. Build the village, build the village. Or they were already living in shacks. They needed real building anyway. Because I'm sure that if there's a truck that has to carry dynamite, it will have some level of insurance to say they are going to be penalized for us. Moma Yenti, then we all come on board. How much?
Yes, my name is Chris. Do the promises. At least it will be so go far. Early in the term of Akufo-Addo, they will find out from the news people whether they finish doing it. They don't even do it. They just go and make political speeches, put plaster on the wood. Thank you very much.
Thank you too, Pat.
Well, I think this is one area we really needed money. This would be one of the areas we would have to tackle. And is there any car on the roads of Ghana that doesn't have an owner?
No, not.
And so why are we even struggling? Elsewhere, when the car breaks down, tow it. So, and then all the costs, whoever costs after the latest point made there, let the owner at a certain point that we can just plug and make the system work. We are not as many as 27 vehicles parked by the roadside, either broken or just there. Ah,
I agree with you because when they brought that compulsory road charge thing, I was against it. That you can't say it's cost me 1,000 cedis within 2 days, but I'll go and recover it. Then whatever it is for me to pay to get me, I'm going to tow truck. But Kobe is on the line. Hello, Kobe.
Hello, Nana. Our politicians, all they want is power. So what they will do, people say, oh, they have done the good things, so let's keep them in power. Finance culture and everything possible to make this carnage stop. So if we don't do that, the politicians will always take us back.
1 and Baturi is on the line. Baturi, good evening.
We are not serious in this country. We are not serious at all. Left from their right. Just look at what you are saying. You watch the traffic light, you damage the public property, and then he will go scot-free. But you and I know that when you go to the 2 or 3 of those traffic lights, they will make sure that your pocket will beat you so that next time you will not do that. Look at the issue about Apiete too. Look at what happened. And look at what the police are even telling us. They are even lying on top of that. Even we Ghanaians are not serious. We are also part and parcel of the problem from our rights, and we are not even pushing our leaders to do the right thing. And it is sad. Look at the accident that descended. It cleared a lot of people to die. Go to Odoko right now that I'm speaking. That traffic light, it has been turned into a market. People are watching. You are watching. I am watching. Everybody is watching. Tomorrow, by now, about 100 people will go. So behave. When you go to other jurisdictions, they don't behave the way we are being. Look at what is happening with the SIM card registration. Look at what they are telling. Always, I've been asking myself. Just last week, I live at Arabraka, not far from where your station is there, and they say that they don't have water. Just opposite that house. You won't come. I will go and show you. So the authorities are telling us they wouldn't know. Is that what they are telling us? I think we should be serious in this country. Thank you.
hello, Nana.
Yes, sir.
Governor. But before I start, it's very simple. The answers, we can find the answers in these 2 principles. Are the systems working? If no, then do we have standards here in Ghana to convey over 100 or 60 accidents free? We are not talking about this. And then I'm going to background the entire thing. We should stop. And then something should happen for us all to sit up and learn from one. We are fed up with all these things.
Hello, Samuel.
Yeah, hello, Nana. I just wish that, the authorities, Ghanaians, and so sometimes I get so disappointed in the way we live as a country that we cannot make money out of some. We can really make money from towing vehicles. The transport owners you are talking about, that makes, sometimes you visit some, I don't want to mention names, and the way they treat you, it's as if the transport owners in this country, and nobody is checking that. So Nana, give you more wisdom for this.
Thank you too for listening and even the annoying bit is that these interventions are often politically selective. The whole show on its own, where that intervention should hurry up and shut down man temps where you know where you are going, that any road can evening Park Kofi. The care Rahul clothing. Somebody wants to the carriage area.
I like the station and the topic you're talking about, but I will make a China Ghana Yentiase.
Because my platform.
One concern that I want to ask today. No, roadside barricades and all those things. Those cars that does that, don't they have insurance company that have to repair those things?
Well, I think we're on the same frequency because I'm also wondering.
It's a question because somebody will because we will not even hold those people for the funeral or whatever.
Saint OJ is on the line. Hello, Saint.
Hello, Nana.
Good evening.
Nana, good evening. And this opportunity is, I think, once in a week. So it's a very precious time. Nana, I have two things.
Yeah.
And the first one is because there are about 3 agencies that are supposed to make sure that there are no road carnages. The first one is the police. And it doesn't look like they have any clues and they have any solutions today or in the future to they have any plan whatsoever than the National Road Safety Commission. Nothing is being done. And as you have mentioned, there's insurance on every car in this country. It comes back to normal. Everything is normal and we take it like that. Come 2024, let's stay home and see how they will get power.
People who are also suffering, President, where do you want me? Hold on. The woman was sat in a car. And that's what insurance is for. So maybe if we place, for the people who are hurt. Johnson.
No.
Good evening.
Good evening. Now, let me just put this one out there. When you go to Labadi, have you? That is all I want. I want them to know. They just go to. I open my mouth and say Ghana is sick. It's as simple as that. Nana, have a very good evening.
Good evening to you. 541. We must now make these companies liable. These concrete trucks that spill concrete on the road and literally just damage the road surface. And, you can't blame the judge because maybe that's all that, the law will allow him or her to. But we should immediately come together and say, no, 400 cedis is not punitive enough.
Good evening, if you can hear me.
Good evening, Eben. I can hear you loud and clear.
Said the multitude, 5,000 of them, with 5 loaves and 2 fishes. He says, when they were filled, he said unto his disciples, God, somebody who can be at his one corner somewhere like Patapa and cross his legs and shouted, but no, he gathered up so nothing goes to waste. Nana, this is deep.
I'm listening to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, those of us, by this thing going forward, it's something with our life of the transport company paying for the expenses arising from the carnage on our roads. For me, so let's going forward, let's be guided by this. And I think that everything
primarily is to stop it from happening again. But if it's man-made, then the man... of Research, Office of the Chief of Staff. Where the party at? Happy birthday to you, 8 going on 18. From all your staff to you, say have a wonderful day for you. The place to be. The tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. Some